With the new year comes new concerns as we investigate our personal financial landscape. Is the economy strong? Should we be saving? Should we be spending?
We have to worry about our bills increasing on top of things like the cost of food, the cost of fuel. It can be a difficult topic to ponder. That's why we thought to invite Dr. Memo Diriker today to give us the rundown on the economy as we enter in the new year. Hi there, Dr. Memo.
Pleasure to be here,
Happy
as
New
usual.
Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, so let's start with the obvious. What is the state of the economy these days?
Well, it looks like it's going to be better than we expected about a year ago. We thought it was going to be a recession coming in. We might be avoiding a recession. In fact, most economists think there won't be one. We seem to have survived the higher interest rates without going into a recession, without jobs being jeopardized. So we're a little bit optimistic, but there's always that dreaded disruption. Yeah, we always look for that.
And it is an election year.
It is
so
an election year.
Who knows what's going to happen?
World is kind of shaky right now, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so is the beginning of the year a good time to start making adjustments to our finances?
Anytime you're going to make an adjustment, make a short, medium, and long-term plan. Beginning of the year is a good time to start because you can then measure the timeline. And also, this is when most banks and most economists make their predictions, so you can benefit from those information, for those tips, etc.
Okay.
So what kind of things can we do to maybe improve budgeting going into the 2024 year?
Well, what we know is that the inflation is slowing down, so that's good news. We can be a little bit more comfortable in predicting what things are going to cost. On the other hand, if there's a disruption, all bets are off.
Right.
But if we do our budgeting with two avenues, if you will, one, conservative, two, just in case things are a little bit better than you thought, how can you splurge? Many people do the opposite. They do the extravagant one first, and then when things don't go well, they pull back.
Right.
Let's start with the conservative one and start with what we actually must spend.
Okay.
And then we can layer things on as things get better.
Looking into 2024, do you see increases in any particular kind of sector or prices increases?
I do not. I really do not. It's going to be steady, again, unless there's a disruption.
Sure.
I remember in 2020, I was doing a forecast like this, and I said, as long as nation and nature leaves us alone, never thought of COVID.
Right.
Yeah. Wow, that was a
Yeah.
humdinger, huh?
That was the curveball of all curveballs.
Yeah.
Doctor, what are your thoughts on cryptocurrency?
You know, it's a roller coaster.
Right.
It was meant to be a roller coaster. It will continue to be a roller coaster. But most traditional conservative economists kind of stay away from it. If you're a gambling type and you think you can time it, go for it.
And of course, you know, the housing market is just, it's insane sometimes. You know, a lot of younger people are still in their starter homes, and they had thought that they would get into bigger homes, but the interest rates.
Interest rates are an issue, and also availability of stock is an issue.
Yeah.
Many developers are not building single-family homes anymore. They're doing the apartment buildings.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're renting, you can buy a condo, but that's about it. When you move up, suddenly it's much more expensive because the developer is trying to get a profit out of it, and the stock is not there. And the younger generation is generally not that interested in these big houses.
Sure.
Right.
So there's a supply-demand issue there.
Okay.
That's very true. Anything else that you think that we should be aware of as we head into the new year?
Elections.
Yeah.
No.
You know, many a time people complain about elections, yet so few of us actually go out and vote. You know, if
Fair.
you want to have a say in the economy, have a say in the outcome of those elections.
Okay. Yeah, participate.
Yes.
All right. Dr. Memo Diriker, thank you. It's always good to see
Thank
you
you.
at the beginning of
Pleasure.
every year.
Exactly.